The Pirates of the Caribbean movie series, in my opinion, should have been a trilogy and it should have ended with a trilogy rather than go on to make more and more movies. Because if you think about it as a trilogy, the story was really complete. I mean, it started off with Jack Sparrow, him not having a ship anymore. I mean, him trying to get a ship back from Barbosa. Then there was Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner, their romance. And then there was really good stories in the three movies. Now, the third movie, I guess you could say the story wasn't as awesome, but it had a lot of stuff in it and it was so jam packed. I think we are okay with it. And almost nailing three movies in a trilogy is pretty awesome, and that's a huge thing to do. But the fact that they went on to make more movies, it was unnecessary, honestly. I mean, when you look at what happened in the first movie, there was the whole thing with the Black Pearl and their entire crew being undead, and Jack finally getting revenge against Barbosa for taking his ship and his crew. Well, I guess the crew actually sided with him, but he got revenge in the first movie. And the second movie, we got introduced to Davy Jones and the Flying Dutchman, which was awesome. I mean, the visuals in these movies were incredible. Davy Jones was done really well. And we saw how Jack made a deal with Davy Jones to get the Black Pearl in the first place. And he was coming to collect, and we see at the end of that movie, Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl going down, being taken down by the Kraken. And then in the third movie, we see all the pirates coming together. All the pirate lords coming together. I think pirate lords were the name. They're coming together to fight the East India Trading Company. And the guy who's leading it, Cutler Beckett, who had control of the Flying Dutchman and Davy Jones because he got hold of Davy Jones' heart from the second movie. And how they were on one side and the pirates have had all to band together to stop them or just survive, I guess. I mean, we see different kinds of pirate lords, and I felt like we could have seen a bit more of them in the previous movies, but still, it was awesome. And Elizabeth Swann became a queen, although I think it was just temporary by the end of it. And then Will Turner managed to free his father, which was something he always wanted to do, but he also became the captain of the Flying Dutchman. And then, together with the Black Pearl, the Flying Dutchman finally, or before that, the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl finally had the big face-off. And it was an epic fight in a whirlpool between Davy Jones, Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, the both crews. That was awesome. And by the end of it, Will becomes the captain of the Flying Dutchman, and the Black Pearl and the Flying Dutchman team up together to take out Cutler Beckett's ship, which is, I think, was supposed to be the best ship that the East India Trading Company had. And after they took it down, yeah, all the rest of them became scared because they don't want to take on the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl together, along with the army of pirates they have. So they retreated, and the pirates were finally safe. And Will became the captain of the Dutchman. But that was a bit of a sad story, but still, it was kind of wholesome the way it ended. And Jack got his ship stolen again, which was kind of funny. But I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, the overall story, it was a complete story for the trilogy. And sure, there was some potential in the fourth movie with Jack having a love interest, and we could have seen it focus the next set of movies focus on Jack's story ending, but Jack's story didn't really end. And the love story kind of ended with that movie, which just felt like a waste because Penelope Cruz's character I felt like had really good chemistry with Jack, and well, it is what it is. So yeah, that didn't lead anywhere. So they should have just ended with the three movies and left everything else to our imagination. That would have been enough, and it would have been an awesome way to end the series. But they made more movies, and I'm also hearing that a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie is coming out. I don't know what the theme or the story is going to be. whether it's a reboot, whether it's a sequel. I'm hearing about something about maybe it might be Jack's daughter that's gonna be a main character in that movie, and we have no idea if if that's gonna be the case. If because we don't know if Jack has a daughter or not. And will Jack Sparrow return? Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen either because of various other reasons. But yeah, they're just stretching this thing out, and they didn't have to. They should have just ended with a third movie, and it would have been an epic trilogy. And three movies is kind of the sweet spot if you think about it, with a lot of movie series.